Welcome to our webinar. And the topic of our webinar is why you should go global with Myrentacar. I will tell you about our webinar rules. First of all, your microphones are automatically switched off, so we can't hear you. This webinar is being recorded. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in this chat box. I'll be responsible for gathering all these questions, and we will answer them at the end of the webinar. And we will send you the recording and these slides after the webinar. Let me introduce our main speaker for today, Sergey Fisenko, Chief Marketing Officer at Myrentacar. And my name is Natalia. I'm responsible for partner relations at Travelpayouts, and I'll be moderating this webinar. Let's go through webinar agenda. I will tell you about Travelpayouts, just a few words. Then we'll pass to Travelpayouts news, and then we'll switch the speaker. And Sergey will tell you about he will give you some awesome data about myrentacar.com. He will tell you about countries and its target audience. He will provide you with some real cases, which is important, and he will give you crucial factors for getting an affiliate sale. And after that, we will tell you how you can create better content than your competitors. At the end of the webinar, we'll have our traditional Q&A session, so don't hesitate to ask any questions you want to ask, and I hope we will be able to answer them. So let's start with Travelpayouts news. We got 4 new offers. Air Help, which will help you to get compensation for a cancelled or delayed flight. We got Trainline, which will help you to find best prices for train tickets in Europe or for bus tickets and buy them. We got one more car rental, Discover Car Hire, and Hostel World, the service that will help you to find the cheapest accommodation options. The most pleasant part, we got increased commissions again. So Trendline increased its commission up to 6.55%. Atlas increases its commission in September, and it will last the whole autumn. It increases commission up to 12% for all directions. Omio increased commission up to 7% in August for Spain and for Italy. And Discover Car Hire gives 61% of Discover Car Hire's revenue. As for the other webinars, we are going to have one more webinar on the 10th of September with hotels.com. Join it. It will have lots of tips for you. Also, let's be friends on LinkedIn. We often share some success stories or our affiliate stories in there. Follow us and follow us on Medium for other high-quality articles. What is Travelpayouts? If someone doesn't know, Travelpayouts is the biggest cost per action travel affiliate network. It operates worldwide and partners with more than 220,000 affiliates. Travelpayouts has a convenient dashboard with all the statistics you need, and it is going to be even more convenient since we are improving it. You will see all the clicks, all the bookings information in there. We also have a knowledge base. It consists of frequently asked questions, and of course, it consists of answers. So use it before you go to our support team. I'm sure you'll find some useful tips in there too. And please check our blog if you haven't yet. There we publish materials about seasonal trends or about different tools of our advertisers. We teach our affiliate how to work with these tools. So I would say it's a self-educational material. Please use it. And now I think it's time for Sergey to start.
Thanks for having me. It's really nice to be back. I was held in a webinar like a year ago, and here I'm here right now, and we have already more than 100 people watching us, which is amazing. First of all, who am I actually? I'm a chief marketing officer at Myrentacar. I actually helped to quadruple the revenue in less than 2 years. I'm managing all of our affiliates, which is more than 1,500 of our affiliates. I'm helping with their on-site, off-site SEO. I'm attending lots and lots of conferences, and I'm actually professional in this sphere, and I guess I can give you lots of insights about the market and how can you actually make some money, because I was in your place, and I was trying to earn some money through affiliate links through my blog, and I was quite successful. And right now I'm here trying to teach you something, and I hope you will find some interesting information. So let's jump right into it. So Myrentacar, what is it? I guess you don't actually know it. It's quite known, well-known company in Russia, but we only launched on their European market for like only 4 months ago. So I guess this will be useful information for you. About our how much can you actually earn with us and how our affiliate program works. So our average commission is about 4 to 7.5%, which is pretty average conversion rate for the market, for the travel market. But right now we're going to offer you 85% commission for a month up until 20th of September. So if you'll join the Travelpayouts right now and you will start working with us, you will earn 85% of our income. It would be like 35 to 40 euros per booking. So I guess this is pretty decent. About our cookie lifetime, is 30 days, and right now we are working only in 7 countries. I will tell you about it a little bit later. All right, so a little bit of the numbers. We are making more than 4,500 sales per month during the high season. High season is like from March to October, I would say, and we have like a little bit of a not so much of the sales during the January. So because we are mostly working on the European market, on the Southern European market, right? So we have I already said that 1,500 affiliates, and we already paid this year 250,000 euros this year, only during this year. All right. Another data. So this company started back in 2011 when our CEO was just running a blog about car rentals in Montenegro, and he was trying to make some money as an affiliate for other car rental companies and other aggregators and meta searches. But he actually understood that there is no perfect service for the car rentals, and he created his own. And as you can see, 2 years ago we had turnover of only 2 million euros, and right now we have already 8 million euros in turnover, which is pretty nice. So the countries we are working in, first of all, it's Greece. So you can see actually the countries, but let me just walk you through it. Greece, Bulgaria, Cyprus, Montenegro, Crimea, we consider it like a country because of the current situation, as you may know, Czech Republic and Georgia. For the Americans, a little specific information, this is not a US state. All right. this is actually not our random countries we decided to work in. This is actually the countries where you almost have to rent a car. So if you go into Montenegro and you don't actually rent a car, you won't be able to see the country or get to like a different city because there is no public transport there. So you get the idea. So we're working in countries where car rental is in high demand. To understand, for once again, I'm trying to speed up a little bit. Our main idea is that our main difference between like the rental cars, economy bookings, and our company, for example, our main difference is that we actually work in, like, I would say, Airbnb. So we connect. Yeah, it's just funny. Roman said that's not a US state. Yeah, it's a funny one. So we are trying to connect their clients to local car suppliers, and therefore clients are getting better service, lower prices, and just all the pluses you can get from car rental. All right. Even though we are only adding to our system the local car suppliers, we have extremely strict rules. So for example, like only three of them. So they must be no less than 2 years in the market. They must have no less than 10 cars, and they have no negative reviews from the clients. For example, if we already started working with a car supplier and we receive like 2 or 3 negative reviews, we just stop working with them. So this is just plain and simple. Moving on. And why we are the best offer, not for the clients, but for affiliates, for the webmasters. Yeah, hello, Atul Islam Turza from I guess, Turkey. We have the highest commissions. On average, is about 20 to 25 euros per booking. We have open data, so we are actually willing to share our data with our partners. For example, you need to know like what is the depth of a booking, what is like the most popular city, where is the highest commission, etc. And we are able to share this data with you. We are just not so greedy. All right. Yeah, it wasn't said. We have a unique offer, and even though we don't have the 60% commissions, but we also sharing the commission from the insurances, and we also sharing commissions from, like, for a booster, for example, this is like a chair for a child. We also share commissions from that part, and this is how our commissions are the highest one. And last but not least about the company is that we, on average, we have 4.6, 4.7, and 98% on the Trustpilot. So our reviews are extremely nice, and everyone is happy, and we are really paying attention a lot to our reviews and just working with them. Even though even if we find a negative review, we're trying to work it and to make it better. Trying to make our company a little bit better if it happens that we receive a negative review. So the data I was talking with you about. So as I one second, I'm just going to the data. So as I was saying, we are willing to share the data with you, and as you can see, this is like the graphic pie or whatever you call it. This is like the percentage of how much money one affiliate makes in percentage. We don't show you like the exact numbers, how much money affiliate makes, but you can understand the idea. Even though that 28% is like one affiliate is creating 28% of their sales, if you're still getting only 0.5% of all sales from affiliates, you're already making 180 bookings, which means that you will earn approximately $4,000, which is equal to 300 euros per month. So we have more than 200 affiliates, I would say 300 affiliates, who are making 0.5%, 0.5 in percentage, and they are making 200, 300 euros per month. I guess from one affiliate program is pretty decent, and I guess it's worth a try. So this is like a quick information for you. So the green show the average number of days prior to the date of actually getting a car. This is like the depth of a sale. So for example, if I want to rent a car in March, it means that I will get it like in the beginning of April. So, but if I want to book a car and client books on average in July, he will get it in the mid-July, so 10 days later. This is like, this is data for you. And what is interesting, like the average booking days throughout the whole year, throughout the whole countries, throughout the whole cities and customers all over the world, people tend to book a car for 5 days. It's just like average number. We have lots of data, so you need to keep in mind. If you write an article, keep in mind that the average amount of booking days is 5. Just keep that in mind, and what is gonna help you a little bit more is the average price of the booking. So right now you already know that the average booking is for 5 days, and right now you can see the average booking price. So how much money average client is tend to spend. What is actually interesting, this is the stats which is completely similar with the stats from the Europe. So European clients tends to spend the same amount of money as like the Russian ones. So this is like the main market you need to target it. How to make the first sale. So I will get back to you on that. But how to make actually the first sale. Let's jump to it. All right. So before you start attracting clients, you have to understand the audience. It's like a quick information for you. So the average age from 23 to 50, the hottest is 30. The gender is 60% women, and most still using the desktop in order to book a car. And mostly, of course, traveling with the family. So like extra insurances, boosters for children. It's something you need to mention in your blog. You will rewatch it on the I will say the Mary Trail of the trade. I will answer that. It's good question. You need to remember that your article will be for a family trip, for average booked days, for average booking is 5 days, with the average price is 280 euros. So you get like the idea, and right now you can write a perfect article. Okay. Mary Trail, in which countries people tend to spend more on car rentals? Actually, I would say Georgia, because it's a new market and the prices are still quite high. So yeah, I would say Georgia, and lots and lots of Americans are going there, and they get like the biggest car possible and just spend lots of money. So yeah, DC, Georgia. The real cases. Let's jump to our affiliates, which are quite amazing. For example, Sarah, she is an awesome example because she's already living in Montenegro for 10 years, I guess, and well, she started a blog because she was nothing else to do in Montenegro. And let's jump right into it. So I'm going to share my display with you. And it's maybe a little bit laggy, but I guess everything is going to be fine. So, all right. So the Montenegro Pulse. So we can just look at the site. So, for example, this is her website, Montenegro Pulse. First of all, as you can see, she already has like a disclaimer that this post may contain affiliate links, which is legally the right thing to do. The Russians don't actually do that, but she is from UK originally, and she's a good affiliate. All right. And what I like about her blog, and why she's converting pretty well. And then first of all, she has like explanation who she is, that I'm Sarah, that is real blog that run by a real person, which is nice. Quick links. This is one of the most important thing about the article. So if you write a good long read article, it's hard for people to actually read through the whole article and just to find like the idea they actually want. People want to know answers, and they want answers quite fast. So if, for example, if I stumble across this website and I want to know about like how much does this actually cost, I'm going to go hop and right here. So yeah, I'm already in the perfect place. So what I like about her article actually is that she writes extremely long car, and first of all, she prepares. So she using like the funnel. She preparing her visitors for a sale. So she explaining like first of all she's asking a question: do you really need a car? And she started talking like, do you need a car? Then you should hire a car if she explains why you need to hire a car. And if you're still reading, okay, I need to write a car. So the funnel is going a little bit narrower. And what can you do when you rent a car? A little bit later, about like a great article about the CDV, so their insurance, and like going on, how to, and only now she has 2 affiliate links: Myrentacar and Auto Europe. So yeah, Myrentacar works in Montenegro, and Auto Europe is for Croatia as well. But after that, she explains why Myrentacar is actually a better deal than Auto Europe. So, for example, they have hands down the best range of cars. They also have the best prices. So international brands, they don't have out of the box options like convertibles. So she explains why it's actually a good thing to book in our system. And right then, this is the English version. This is a white label widget which is available in Travelpayouts, and you can book a car right here and now. You don't even live in the website, which is quite nice. Let's just not waste too much time on that one. Let's jump to another example. I'm right back here. Too many questions I didn't see because I was on that website, so I'm going to answer it a little bit later. I'm going to another example. Yeah, I like it. Like the next example is actually like our king of conversion rates. He has like 11 or 12% conversion rate, which is amazing. I guess it's the highest conversion rates we have here. I'm going to share my screen with you. It takes like 2 minutes to launch this bloody thing. Yep. Right. So I'm sharing the website. Actually, the tree block is in Russian, but I'm using the Google Chrome extension for you to, well, you'll be able to understand the idea, and you will use the best practices, even though it's originally in Russian. So what I like is not just only a personal experience. It actually, first of all, it's a long personal article that also it also has a bullet list, which is quite useful. And then, which is why I guess the crucial for the conversion rates is that, for example, in Georgia, many people tend to rent a car with a driver, and right here he explains why this is a bad idea. After that, he's comparing the car rental in Tbilisi and local distributors with international companies. And for example, he has a screenshot about the Toyota RAV4 at some like another company, and he's just showing like, all right, the price for a day is like $70, and right then, right after, he finds the same car, Toyota RAV4, for the same price for the same day, for like the same amount of time, booking time, $55 per day. So he just shows the real case, and he offers a solution their visitors. So they're not just comparing, but he actually delivers the solution for the client, which is extremely important. So, for example, if I'm trying to, when I Google something, I want to hear an answer. And when I stumble across the website that writes about out to Europe, economy bookings, like Discover Car and all other, it's actually quite hard for the client to choose. And what is interesting, you don't make more money if you add more affiliate links. You need to help clients to help him choose the car and where to get it. So you need to provide an answer. And this is how he's actually having like the best conversion rates. And after that, what is also quite important for the SEO, of course, for the search engine optimization and for a lot of stuff, is that he actually has a comment section with more than 137 comments. So, and what is also really important, he's answering every question that he receives. So he's trying to understand the problem, he's trying to help, and he always communicates with their visitors, which is super nice thing to do. All right, let's jump back to the presentation. So another example is Victor from Bulgarian Facts. He's created another amazing website, but I guess you will watch it on YouTube and just Google it. This is we don't have much time for all the cases, but you will be able to find it if you will watch it on the YouTube. His example is quite nice because he has like info site, not like a personal blog, and he also his conversion rates are also pretty high, but with a different approach. But he's trying to deliver like the answers and the best practices to the customer. So another way to go. Yeah. So the motivational screenshot from our partner. So this is like top. He's in the top 5 of our affiliates. And during the July of this year, he received 13,000 euros, almost 14,000 euros per month, which is quite just. I was talking to another travel companies, like for example, those who sell in the ticket buses, or I don't know, what else, other car rental services, or like packet tours. None of their affiliates have so much money during 1 month. So this is like perfect example how much money you can make, which is just amazing. All right, moving on. The crucial factors for getting affiliate sales. It actually should be a little bit loading a little bit later, but this is quite an important example of what can you expect when you start your website or blog or starting like working with somebody. How much money and when you can make it. So we have a new affiliate who is working with us for 3 to 4 months, and he already made $500, more than $500, and going to share one of his articles that converts pretty well. And you will be able to see that the idea how he does it is pretty the same with the rest, but you need to, I'm sharing the screen right now. You will be able to understand how it actually works and what are the best practices for you. So you can see car rental in Cyprus. So what can we see? Rental review, bullet list is explains. Yep, you can see it, you can find it. How to find a car, maps of Cyprus, refuel costs, etc. What is actually a good thing to do is actually his internal links between other pages on his website. This is good for SEO. Frequently asked question about car rental in Cyprus. He shows like where to get it, what can you see when you go off from the plane, and tips for what do you need to know when you're renting a car in Cyprus, and how to choose a car rental company. So as you can see, his conversion rates is actually a little bit lower than, like, for example, the example I was showing a little bit earlier, but still, he's saying that, okay, Myrentacar, they booked a car, we booked a car in Crimea, that was nice, amazing, etc. And he's trying to explain later on how to book a car on our platform. So he shows screenshots about our platform, how to fill in the information, and this is like a tutorial how you can do it and what can you expect, what is the final price, etc., etc. So extremely important one, you need to write this down. So as I mentioned, he started working 3 to 4 months ago with us, and this is quite fast. So approximately on average, it takes like 6 months to get in the top 10 in the search results, but he made it earlier, and he made it because of the YouTube. If you will add a video, just a simple video like how we rent a car and how we do it, and just like can be like on your iPhone, it will not take much time, but it will help your site so much. Please do it. So always try to use YouTube videos. It's extremely great for the SEO. So moving on to ours. So you will just remember the link and remember like this case. You can get to it later. So just jumping on our presentation. So making the first 25, so a little bit summary. So try to niche it down. For example, start writing about Montenegro or like Budva, like a specific city in specific country that will help you with the income. Take your time, because it's might be a little bit frustrating at first. It's a little bit difficult to make your first sale, but remember that if it takes more than a year to make your first sale, this means that you are doing something wrong. But at the same time, if you don't have any sales by third month, it's okay. Please Google the income reports. I'm going to share some of them a little bit later. Get some experience in this sphere. So for example, if you know how to rent a car, or you know the best places in the city, or just try to be good in the sphere you are writing about. This is no-brainer, but whatever. So just try to be a little bit better than the rest. Create any info product. This will help you to earn extra money. So for example, if you're writing about if you're writing about, I don't know, about Vienna, for example, or I don't know, New York, create a guide for $5 and sell it for $5. So create a guide and explain people the best places they can visit and the best pizza they can get, and just charge for like $5, and you will earn not just the commission but the whole price, because it's your product, and you can sell it for $10 if you're willing to do so. And yeah, I love what you do. I guess we'll move in a little bit further. So this is another great example of a website with a great conversion, and as you can see, it's all the same. So the idea is always the same. I'm not telling you something like incredibly new and just mind-blowing experience. But as you can see, she has the list of links and can be useful for the viewer. She has personal point of view. So yeah, I booked a car. I know how to do it. I know what are their like downsides. So all right, so you get it. And internal links like on the right. So everything is quite similar. This is one of our top affiliates. He's doing the same. Screenshots, fragmenting like the website, making it easier to digest for their visitors. Okay, so you get it. Again, no-brainer. Once again, content is still the king. You don't need a lot of SEO specialists to help you, like to boost your sales or to do something incredible. Try to make a product that actually helps people. So if you're running an Instagram blog, try to help people. If you're trying to just to earn money, I don't think that's if let's put it that way. if you are not sharing some useful information, you're not going to make any sales, and you are not given some great value, and their visitors will just click off your site and will find somebody who is willing to share some awesome content. This is like the list I'm always putting on in every presentation I make. This is like the great example of what you should do. We don't really want to spend a lot of time watching because you'll read it later on YouTube, but I guess like one of the most important thing here is make your content better structured. So it's as you can see here, so users wants their answers fast, and content ranking number first had a bullet list. So people who is in the top 3 or in search results, 78% of them have bullet lists. Just imagine how it's just unbelievable. So one thing, so the bullet list will help you to get in the top 3 like in no time. Just one thing that helps you to outrank all of the others who does not have the same thing. Just keep that in mind. All right. Another great link for you. This is the guys from Income School. Actually, their main channel and their main idea is that they're helping people to get more traffic through Instagram, through YouTube, through website, through SEO, through paid advertising. So go watch it. Like every video you can see and you can find like relative, watch it. It is gonna help you. It's gonna save you just so much time. Income School, remember, don't buy their course. It's so expensive, and actually all the information is there for free. So just watch the videos and you'll be fine. And income reports I was talking about a little bit earlier. So just Google their income report in the Google, and there are plenty of people who is sharing their insights from their blogging experience. Some of them are travel, some of them are business related, some of them are just recipes for a nice food. This is quite nice, and you can see like somebody is making like $4,000, somebody is $47,000 per year, somebody is $4,000, $600, and just this is like I don't know, this is like Klondike for you. Just go on these websites, go learn more about their success stories, where are they now, what they are doing, what their practices. Just so every piece of information you can get. And our favorite Travelpayouts, they created actually a guide, 10 easy steps to create a website. So what I'm talking about is like when you already have a site, how to make a sale, how to approach a client, how to increase the conversion rates. But Travelpayouts, what I like about them is that they actually created a book that helps you like start from scratch. So what theme you should choose, like for example WordPress or like any other what domain name you should use, and etc. So it's all the information, you can download it. It's just nice and for free, and what is free is quite nice. All right, sources of traffic is just like, keep in mind that you know it. We're just going just a little bit further. Instagram. One thing about Instagram, I do not recommend travel Instagram blogs. They're extremely so. The average price of the guest post in Instagram is extremely cheap, and the creation of the content is extremely hard. It costs enormous money, and it's so hard to promote like your stuff on the Instagram. It's not so great for the affiliate as well, so I don't really recommend using Instagram. YouTube is amazing because it's like any other website. Your own YouTube channel will get more and more views over time, which is quite nice. This is like the few words I was going to mention. And another, like, for you to screenshot, please, if you are still here, screenshot this one. If you will need to, so one of the like most important thing to get your site up and running, you need to build links, and this is like 5 great advices of how you can actually do it. Please keep this in mind and screenshot it, and we are moving on. People who are on YouTube, please comment if you like this one. I guess if you're still watching by this time. But last but not least, our website. So this is webinar is for main course of this webinar. Is main idea of this webinar is to explain that we actually launched a global website fully in English, and we will add a little bit later the German version, the French version for other countries. So it will be easier for other people to book a car. And I'm going to share like this live version of our website, and this is going to be the last part. So this is our website, finally fully in English, and just happy. I don't know how. I'm just extremely happy that we finally made it. So for example, so if you go to like main, and this is already main. Yeah, so this is our main page. So not just the Georgia Myrentacar. So the first page you are going to visit is like our main page. Here you can choose the countries we are working in: Bulgaria, Montenegro, Czech Republic, Georgia, and Cyprus, etc. So for example, we're going to, this takes time. Yeah. So as you can see, what I like about our website is like its design is unique, and you can see like the approach we made on this website. So plain and easy. But if you want to actually book a car, you can go to advanced search, and it's really easy, and this just super easy to choose a car you actually need. For example, the gearbox, any manual, automatic, and right now, for example, I chose the automatic, and there are 313 available cars. All the cars right here. You can choose the insurance, super CDV with no deposit, which is amazing. Lots of people are trying to book a car with no deposit. Year, you can just go right here and just pull the lever, and and you can choose the year 1990, 2019. Even we have 4 cars of this year, which is quite amazing, and additional filters. So right here now on the main page, you can choose all the additional filters with the child booster, navigator, ski rack. So for example, if you go in Georgia during winter, you will need a ski rack. Bam, you got it. Snowboard rack. All right, got it. So anything a client needs, we got it on the website. SIM card. So while you are booking a car, you already can get a SIM card. Where have you seen that? All right. And the process of booking, once again, extremely easy. What I like, actually, what honorable mention, I would say. So we are always getting. So for example, if person chooses Honda Insight, we are giving them exact this car. So you can see we even have like the actual photo of this car. So this is like the Honda, you will get it. So this is the exact car you're gonna get. And the rest is just push-to seat, child safety seat, etc., etc. All the prices. So the price you pay now for 8 days, $200 to pay now. Like why? So you only have to make an advance payment. So only right now you're only paying 15% of the total booking, and you go to the book now. And this is like the final information. We don't go any further, but the peak time. The green line is when the peak time is. All right, so yeah, you get the idea. So this is our website. You just can actually choose everything, and it's super easy. The conversion rates are getting higher and higher because it's super easy for all the clients. Yep, and I guess this is mostly it. please just tell me what questions you have and what you really want to know about, and maybe we will launch another webinar with Travelpayouts and answer some of your questions. Let's jump to questions, I guess.
Yeah, we can. Thank you, Sergey.
Yep.
It was very informative, and we gathered lots of questions. And first of all, you shared so much in regards of making a really good content. Can you specify one more time, what are your top 3 rules that anyone should follow in order to earn more with Myrentacar?
Yeah, this is a good one. Actually, yeah. So the main problem with the car is a lot of people, they don't know, they know nothing about the deposits. For example, if you're booking a car for the first time, you know absolutely nothing about the deposits. So it makes sense if you write down a lot of things about the deposit, like how much you will pay if you get in a car crash. But more information about insurances. What insurances cover what? So like explains these details, and this proven to be a really great example of how you can write more and better articles about the cars for the clients and the visitors of your website. So this is like the first one, more detailed information. The second one is like the process of booking. A lot of people are still afraid to book a car online, and you will need to explain your visitors what is the process if they don't understand it right now. And the third one, I guess, is just like your personal experience. This is like the most amazing thing you can do. It's like what have you experienced when you book a car, and just share it with the people you are writing to. All right, yeah, this is like the answer.
Yes, that's true. Personal experience is really important, and
Yeah.
it picks the attention.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go further. And the first question is, in which countries people tend to spend more on car rentals?
Well, people tend to spend, as I mentioned earlier, they tend to spend more money in Georgia because it's a new market, it's emerging market. The government of Georgia invested enormous amount of money in tourism, and they are looking for lots and lots of those. Like the tourist traffic is increased drastically over the years, and they still don't have enough cars for their clients. So this is like the cars are in high demand and they don't have enough cars yet. So this is like the average price for a day in Georgia would be like $53 to $55, and you can just calculate the commission. So the average commission would be $25 to $28 in Tbilisi, in Georgia. So yeah, Georgia.
All right. As the next one, do you have support team in English? So
yeah,
our
support team is speaking English, Ukrainian, actually Serbian, and Russian, and a little bit of German. So it's like we are right now we are looking forward to hire a German speaking customer support, but not yet, but soon enough.
When will you add Spain to your service?
Yeah, actually, our the CEO of Myrentacar is actually right now he's moving from Montenegro to Spain, and I guess we soon will be able to add Spain if we will find like the best offers and the better offers from the our customers. So I guess you can, if we will launch it, we will launch it during the next year.
Good news.
Right now.
So good news for our affiliates. All right. Do you analyze how often your users buy additional services? Is that often?
Yeah, we do analyze all the additional services people tend to book. I would say that more than 30% are getting like extra something. So this means like the booster, the GPS, for example. So people still people still getting GPS, which is quite amazing, because I guess I thought that everyone has an iPhone and nobody's getting GPS, but no, they're still booking the GPS system. And so I would say 30% of the customers getting something like extra, not including insurances. So extra like ski rack or any extra, not just insurances.
Mm-hmm. We actually have a bag. So we have one picture for all affiliates right now. Do you provide any assistance or consultations to new partners?
Yeah, for sure. As I was talking earlier about this, yeah, we helping with their SEO. We are helping with their articles. We sometimes we can even give you some video content for your blogs, for YouTube, because once again, YouTube is so important right now. So we are willing to spend some money for you to help you, like help us to help you, like Dr. Cox was saying from the scraps. Yeah. So any question you get, any question you have, just write to us, and we'll be happy to answer it and help you.
Yeah, so you can just try and use the tools and ask us or Sergey. Tell us what are your usual conversions?
The usual conversions are like 4 to 7%. With the highest conversion would be, as I said, 12%. One of our affiliates, 12% of conversion rates. With the average, if you know, which is like ECPC, well, not just like click, so like cost per click, but with the, so this is like the metrics that shows what if affiliates was earning through their click rate. We just decided to calculate it, and we understood that this partner with the highest conversion rates, on average, he earns $1.25 $1.25 per click. So more than $1 per click, which just blows my mind.
I see one question about the content. So I think we covered this one, right?
No, not really. So this is we don't really cover that. What shall the content be about to convert better? Any suggestion on the topics? I would say what we don't answer the second one. Any suggestion on the suggestion on the topics? I would say you should go with like, there is not enough information on the Western market on the Google like detailed information of the process of the booking. So if you're writing in English, please just go to the Russian websites that I left links to, and just learn from them. Just to try to actually learn from the Russians, because we are, like, I guess we are the best ones in the affiliate world, and I guess a lot of our Western colleagues they have much to learn from us. Yeah, this is my advice.
Thank you. Let's speak a little bit more about the audience. What are the buyers' personas for your offer? Do you analyze demographics? What is the breakdown of spending for your usual clients?
Yeah, yeah. Well, of course, we as you saw earlier, we analyze everything. So we actually, like, I guess the target audience is like most of the bookings are made by women. Usual spendings would be, as I said, $250 euros to 250 euros to 300 euros on average on the car rental services. So this is like the average price and the average person who is. So if you will write an article for a woman who is 32 years old about the car that will cost like 300 euros, this is like the perfect point where, like, this is like the bullseye. This is what you should aim to.
Yeah, we have some questions about the tools. The first one, do you also offer an API integration?
Yeah, we do offer the NPI integration. It is available in the Travelpayouts, and you will need to contact us. So we give you the keys to the APIs. So yeah, it's available, but you need to contact us, and we will give you the keys.
So I guess we are going to say thank you, Sergey, for your speech. Thank you for sharing your experience.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
And thank you, everybody, for your attention.